Welcome to In Her Voice. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am passionate about helping women live authentically by listening to their inner voice. Get ready to be inspired by women of all walks of life that have set aside their should-bes and not good enoughs and are standing in their true voice, the voice of wisdom that each and every one of us has inside. Hello there, this is Kelly Covert, and you are listening to In Her Voice. I'm so glad that you decided to press play today, and man, do I have a treat. Today I want to talk about stillness. Be still. Don't move. I mean, seriously, how many times have you, say, been watching a movie and it comes to this really intense part and someone says, don't move. Even though you're watching it, you're like, you don't move either. Or better yet, how many times have you said that to your kid? If you're parents, you've definitely said that. Just be still. Hold still. Just hold still. Don't move. But what does it actually mean to you? Do you practice stillness? I looked up the definition of still, and I loved the two definitions that came up right at the beginning. The first one is not moving or making a sound. So that's the one that I think that we recognize as being still. And I think that that is a piece of this practice of stillness that I'm speaking about today. But the second definition was deep silence and calm. Deep silence. And that I think is the bigger picture of what stillness is. It's deep silence, a silence that we can sink into, and a calmness that comes over us, that sort of takes away the busyness of the day and the stress and just all of the things that are going on in your mind. And when we think about practicing stillness, I think that there are definitely barriers in our lives to doing this. We may think that we don't have enough time to do it, or there's just too much to do. It's not even that there's not enough time. That may not be how we say it, but, I have so much to do. I can't really afford to take a few minutes and just do nothing. That idea of doing nothing, I think, can be really scary for some of us. Some of us are just not willing. We're just not willing to try to practice stillness, to see what that's all about, to see if it would make a difference, because we're not able to see the benefit before we try it. So, I think that those can be barriers. Also, I think that there are some people who get really stressed out by not doing anything. That it's really hard, that it can almost be scary, or there can be some fear there. What's going to happen if I don't do anything, if I just sit still for a few minutes? So these are some of the barriers that can be in the way of us really developing this practice of stillness. But why do we need it? Why is being still going to make a difference in our life? I really feel like when we are still, that is the time when we can listen most deeply to what our inner voice has to say. We have to put the phone down. We have to turn the music off. We just need to find that deep silence and calm within us. That's the place of connection with our inner voice. When we're connecting there, then we're filling ourselves up, right? That's the place where we understand, where we feel even more than we know that we are worthy. Because it's our soul, right? Our soul knows that. It's the eternal part of us that knows everything about who we are. And sometimes it's hard to connect with that when we're, always on our phone or always have something going, because it takes quiet to get there. It takes stillness to get there. That's also the place I believe that our creativity lives. So if you want to have big ideas and you want to feel like you're creating something powerful in this world, you must get still. You must be still. And when we take the time to get to that place of wisdom, that place of worthiness, that place of greatness within us, that is when we do great things, right? So I had this image of a runner who's getting ready to start a race. And, they have those block things that they put their feet in. And so the announcer person will say, on your mark, and they all sort of move and they get to where they want to be. And then the announcer says, get set. And they sort of like raise up. And in that moment, before the gun goes off to say go, they are completely still, absolutely still. They find that stillness. And the stillness comes before the action. And it intensifies what follows. When we take that moment to be still, wow, then you can blast out of those blocks and be ready to take the action that you were put here to take. So today I want to do a little experiment. I'm going to give us 1 minute to practice stillness. So if you're driving, I want you to do this at home. So don't do this while you're driving. But if you can, let's do it right now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And for the next minute, be still. And now you can gently open your eyes and come back to the world around you. So I have a question for you. What did you notice during your minute of stillness? Was it hard? Maybe you were distracted? Did you have a lot of thoughts flowing through your mind? This is how I do. This is what happens to me when I get still. It takes me a while to settle in. And so that first minute can be hard because I have so much like busyness in my head. Maybe the minute seemed like a lot longer than a minute. Not comfortable and longer than a minute, but uncomfortably long. Or maybe it flew by. Maybe you actually breathe for the first time all day. Maybe you feel more relaxed and more energized now that you're done with that minute. And this is the thing, either one of those is right. And whatever you felt is telling you something. So maybe you felt distracted, maybe it felt hard, maybe it felt easy and wonderful and good. Both of those things can show you something about your own need for stillness. It's showing you that stillness is a challenge for you, something to be practiced, or maybe it's showing that stillness is a necessity, something to be practiced, right? Either way, if you felt like, and I hate using these words, but you guys are going to know exactly what I mean when I say it. If you felt like, oh, I wasn't very good at that, you need to practice it. That's what we do with things that we're not good at. We practice it and we get better. And if it felt amazing and wonderful, then maybe take a step back and say, why don't I do this more often? Maybe this is something that I really need in my life. So I just want to challenge you guys to try it this week. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Find a way to work this into your daily practice and see what happens. See how you feel. See if you feel more energized. See if you have more ideas. See if you feel calm and peaceful, and see if you're able to just be more of who you are, and let me know. So I'm continuing my personal theme of connection for this month. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you guys who have emailed me or sent me messages on Instagram. Every time I get one, it totally makes my day. And I just thank you guys. I so appreciate you. And it's so nice to hear that you guys are enjoying In Her Voice and to hear what you're doing. I've had some people send me pictures, which has been amazing, and just let me know what's going on in your life. And I just wanted to read you something that Stephanie said to me in an email. She sent me an email and she said, "I look forward to each and every one of your shows because I know I will feel uplifted, grateful, positive, and inspired during and after listening." Thank you, Stephanie. That means so much to me. And I'm so glad that you take the time to give this to you, right? Just like stillness, listening to In Her Voice, listening to other inspiring podcasts, reading books that are uplifting and inspiring. These are gifts that we give ourselves. And how about we stop looking at those as sort of extra, but start seeing them as something that we need as necessities, right? So practicing stillness, listening to things that are inspiring to you, reading things that really keep your head and your heart in the place where you want them to be. These are the practices that help us show up in the world and do the work that we were meant to do. So thank you all to all of you who have connected with me, and let's keep it going. Shoot me an email at kelly@kellycovert.com or connect with me on Instagram at kellyjcovert and let me know what you are up to in the world. And also, I would love to hear what you want to hear more of on In Her Voice. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you want more of. If there's a specific topic that you want me to cover, let me know. So you can email me at kelly@kellycovert.com, or you can send me a message or connect with me over on Instagram, which is my super fave these days. And I am at Kelly J. Covert on Instagram. And for those of you who are on Instagram, I've also been doing quite a few stories every day, which is super fun and another fun way to connect. So definitely head on over to one of those spots and drop me a line. Let me know what you're up to and what you want more of on In Her Voice. So as always, I want to remind you that you are here for a reason. You are listening to this today for a reason. You matter. You are doing something in this world that is important, and we need you. We need you showing up. We need you practicing stillness so you can go out and be exactly you in this world. Don't you ever forget that you are worthy.